This is Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. Ninja Gaiden 2 is back. Remastered with intense rich visuals. UE5 has been utilized to create a stunning current generation experience. Which, honestly, such a surprise to see this. Came out of almost nowhere, but we did have a feeling that a new Ninja Gaiden was on the way, what can I say? And that was actually delivered here today, with this one at least, and a little bit more cooler, newer Ninja Gaiden down the road, which is absolutely thrilling. So this game has a lot of visual settings and options here in terms of the experience and what has been improved. One of the coolest parts is gore elements such as the dismemberment and blood have been remastered to enhance the action experience, as there were some version iterations of like the Master Collection where that was a little bit like so kind of cool. Additional characters, beginner modes, because this game could be brutal, and elements of the spin-off titles too, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, take on the role of Ryu Hayabusa, a ninja who has inherited the legendary dragon sword and takes on problems across the world. Oh, it's just wonderful. It's exactly how it was, but it just looks spectacular. What's gonna happen? She's got the assets going on, I'll tell you that much, guys. Yeah, this is really exciting. This is a very, very cool franchise. A very, very cool game. Great legacy here on Xbox as well, which is kind of exciting. And yeah, it's just kind of really great to see Ninja Gaiden return and then finally get continued. I don't know, I never thought I'd see the day, and here we are. Can't wait for Dead or Alive to get its next iteration too. Oh, look how cool that is. Oh, she's all tied up like a present. How nice. So, anyways, yeah, popular title returns. I guess it's been 15 years. Holy. Wow, like, we got the Master Collection, so I guess that should have said that more Ninja Gaiden was coming. They got her? How did they sweep in and grab her right from under me? I'll give you more. Alright. So here's the regular gameplay. It's incredibly smooth and quite visually detailed. But yeah, this game can be really, really hard even on like normal difficulty. So in the settings for this game, there are a lot of different options that you can enjoy. So we got to go to screen settings, and you can choose to run it at 60 FPS as a baseline, or 120 FPS. Now, the events you can limit at 30 or 60. There's HDR support. There's color filter options, if you'd like to do that. Motion blur, vignetting, the monochrome filtering, whatever you kind of want to go with. So we've had it on the 60 FPS mode. We're going to turn it to 120. It's more about just unlocking the frame rate, as to say, which is kind of interesting. And you saw like a quick little flicker there. There's some other little game settings you can adjust, such as camera and stuff like that, but music test, emergency alarm, just what I've always wanted to do. So like, obviously YouTube doesn't support 120 FPS, and like, I can record at it, just like YouTube doesn't support it. But hopefully you'll notice the difference in the visual fidelity. So this one is gonna be like a dynamic 4K, like UE5 stuff is usually always temporally scaled. So this is like, you can really notice, at least I think so, like the visual drop in terms of fidelity when you go down to the 120 Hertz mode. You go down in resolution, but you go up in frame rate. So it's really the sacrifice of if you want like ultra smooth fluidity in this game, as opposed to, you know, higher quality. I think probably with the clarity that you get with like the resolution at 60 FPS, you'll probably want that one for a better clarity of picture. But you know, if you want the higher frame rate, all the power to you. And it mentions the ray tracing to be lumen, if that's the case, and VRR, variable refresh rate. We mentioned HDR. Yeah. But I think it is quite noticeable during gameplay. Like, obviously, when you're in the cinematic there, like, you know, because the cinematic has its own frame rate kind of setting, I think you can, you know... I'm trying to block, it's just not doing anything. I'm trying my best. Oh. I'm low on health. Yeah, I'm giving it all I got out here. I was not expecting such a brutal slashery going on here. Anyways, so yeah, this is kind of the high frame rate mode in action. I wanted to switch it. We'll have to wait till there's like a second here where I'm not hacking and slashing through dozens of enemies. It throws you right into the action. But yeah, I think if you do go, and this one's the back button, you actually switch it to 60 FPS. Like, there is a noticeable difference in fidelity that I'm hoping comes across on YouTube when you're watching this. Like, it is quite a visual change to go to this mode. So I would say, just from, like, it's really cool. Like, if you have a high frame rate TV, it's awesome to, like, try it at the 120 FPS mode. Like, it's really, really fluid, but I think if you want, like, a better picture experience, this is kind of one where you could get away with it at 60 and totally be fine, honestly. High frame rate does help a lot, though, for precision, in terms of, you know, kind of getting those blocks and getting those moves going, because, like, otherwise, this is, like, this game is brutal. It's so good to see all, like, the blood and stuff back. Seriously, like, yeah. That is fantastic. So if you're not familiar with Ninja Gaiden 2, basically, well, it's the second Ninja Gaiden. And then usually the black version is like when they remaster or remake it or whatever, because there's like Ninja Gaiden Black 2 that exists, like Ninja Gaiden Black 2 as in T-O-O. exists as well is what I'm trying to say. English language, am I right? Yeah, so this one, you're just going through these halls, just like massacring folks. The series is mostly hack and slash. There is some level of strategy to it, a lot of difficulty. There will be elements of parkour. This one's like your wall running. Yeah, see, they all wall run. And that kind of teaches you to wall run, which is really, really exciting. Yeah. So we're going to be taking out this whole group here, and then the goal will be to wall run along the side and get to the next area. But yeah, there's like parkour, brutal boss battles, and a very, very cool sights. Like, this game's got a very nice visual aesthetic to it. And it's just like, it's genuinely like just brutal in terms of, you know, how you take on enemies and stuff like that. Like, it looks fantastic, but like like look at how the characters are just like going around and just gushing and stuff like that. It's fantastic. So yeah, then we gotta do the wall running and then go up here. I don't think there's... Yeah, no, I don't think there's like a chest down there. Yeah, I don't... At least from what I remember. Yeah, it's like the Y stab, so you can like take out an enemy that's on the ground. That looked cool! Maybe I'll have to do a comparison between the original version of this, would be funny. Ugh! Like the wind. Isn't this fantastic? Oh yeah, Ninja Gaiden is such a cool series. It's genuinely fantastic. I feel like a lot of like this series has just been overlooked by people over the years, and you know, some elements of it people like more than other parts. And ooh, we got to sense the location spot too, which is great. But no, really, this is a cool franchise. As I'm throwing and wasting away ninja stars, I wanted to pick that up. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. I guess I'll just jump down. Whatever. Alright. He's spry. He'll land on his feet. But you get like this arsenal of tools and weapons, but largely it's you just trying to survive. And see how far you can go. Yeah, I know defense is important. I'm trying my best out here. And it's always got, like, you can tell though, there's got like the temporal scaling going on in this too, because of the fuzziness element of it. Oh wow, this is crazy. I'm gonna need that herb. Hayabusa, he's a big fan of herbs, what can I say? Yeah, I'm really hoping that this is like a precursor to Dead or Alive. I'm trying my best to defend and block. The game is really giving me attitude with these tooltips, I'll tell you that much. Anyways, the game is really quite cool. I guess theoretically, if you didn't want to play it from a remastered perspective, there's like on Xbox the 360 version. I think it's yeah, backwards compatible, and then there's like the Master Collection version too. But this is a pretty sweet way to play it in terms of having, you know, fluidity, frame rate, and graphics and all that. So not a bad way to go about it. Wait, I don't think I need to go that way. No, we came from up there. Although I think I should have walked down here a little bit more carefully. Ugh. They always hide guys around corners and stuff. See, like, it's weird because from a 3D perspective, right, like, you're able to move around in, like, a 3D space of the character. But yet the camera tricks they sometimes deploy in this game is really neat. Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely a temporally... That's with that water? Yep. Yep. Definitely some... some funny scaling going on. You could tell it's always water that gives it away. Water always gives away stuff for temporal scaling. The Art of Inferno. Ah! God, that looks so cool. So Ninja Gaiden's pretty sweet if you've never played it, so I really recommend diving into the whole franchise and playing them. But just be warned, they are brutally difficult games. Like, it's not even a haha, it's, yes, they are legitimately brutally difficult. Oh, the door's open now. Hilarious, okay, because I had to grab this stuff, right? Yeah, I shouldn't have jumped down here. That's going to cause some problems. But like the lighting, the visuals and stuff like that, it does look great. It's still kind of blurry though in terms of like resolution and stuff, but you know, it looks pretty sweet on here. Oh yeah, look at that, eh? The game has lots of stuff like this area where you like fall down and that. Oh, come on. It's just like playing it back on the 360 version. Maybe that's something I should revisit. I think I own it, too. Yeah. I think I own it, too. That might be a fun little video revisit just because, you know, this version existing. Ugh. I think this is quite wonderful, honestly. Bringing back this game. Maybe we'll get some new Ninja Gaiden fans in the process. Like, I guess, like, the Master Collection didn't come out that long ago. But I guess it's still, like, a long time since they've done something really expansive with it. It's weird, like, that was a remastering, and this is, they're still calling it, like, a remastering of sorts, so... I guess it's more of a tease to get ready for the next, Ninja Gaiden experience. And then you get to fight in these beautiful areas. I think the achievements are even the same as like the 360 version, which is funny. It's just pure nostalgia. You know, if you played this back in the day. Oh, that fire looks great. You get these majestic trees in the backdrop. That's the only problem, though, is like comparing to when we had like native resolutions versus like all this like temporal scaling stuff. It did look clearer when you had like a pure resolution file, like resolution, if that makes sense. I'll do a comparison video, I think. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun. I'd actually quite enjoy that. Look at that, all the leaves falling down and stuff like that. Oh, Ryu Hayabusa. Looking fantastic, man. You're looking like you're ready to star in a new game. Get a spin-off in Dead or Alive. Maybe, you know what Xbox should really do if they actually care about gaming? Which, you know, they need to bring back Dead or Alive Extreme. What are they at? Is this a 4-foot or something like that? Yeah, that's what we're missing. We need the next Dead or Alive Extreme. Nice. See, this water doesn't look too bad. It's definitely got like a temporal thing going on for sure, though. It was more noticeable in the waterfall in the backdrop. Yeah, this looks really good. Even like the reflection and stuff like that. Yeah. It's so nice to have an excuse to play this game again, I guess, right? Doesn't mean like it is a new version of the game, but it is still that game. Oh, come on. Psh. I don't like your attitude, Mr. Clawman. What a pleasant surprise. I mean, I did say this was coming, but, you know, still, it's like... I didn't specifically expect this one, I guess. Even the backdrop's lovely. As I'm getting, like, kicked down the stairs. Thanks, guys. I know blocking's it's a little heavy-handed on that messaging. Like, I get it. I'm blocking sometimes. I can't block everything. There's like multiple guys stabbing me with swords. I know Hayabusa's a boss, but still, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's ridiculous. Giving me all these problems. Oh yeah, and there's like some crazy combat stuff that happens coming up here too. It's pretty sweet. This is a whole game. This is fantastic. I don't know how many people will actually make it through the whole thing, but you know. You do, bravo for you. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that that fire ability would, like, burn both of those dudes. Ugh! Leave me alone. Poor dude. The fire effects are really quite nice, actually. Like, really genuinely satisfying. I know we're just kind of watching this, but like... Right? They nailed that. This is why we came down here. This was just for that. Gotta remember the old tricks of the trade of the Ninja Gaiden. Alright, let's get back up here. Anyways, pretty spectacular return for this. Okay, I just climbed back up. Come on! You've got to be kidding me. Alright, off we go. I think I'm supposed to save this for somebody that's actually, like, threatening, but just the effect of it's very satisfying. Oh, I actually got both of them this time. Where was that last time, eh? He's got such grace, such finesse. A skin-tight leather suit. Hayabusa's boss. See, gaming has so many iconic characters, and so many of them just vanish for long stretches. And every now and then you get to have a comeback like this. So anyways, you should probably take a look and play, you know, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black if you've never played before. Or, like I said, there's lots of other options too. I mean, you know, you can play like the 360 backwards compatible version, you can play the Master Collection version. All these different iterations, I think this is a really nice kind of combination and return to form for it, and probably your best option for frame rates and stuff, so... Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Really, really nice remaster option. Wow! Great to see it return here. Ooh, chest.